This presentation is the second in the set of 4 presentations that accompanies the Framework for Early Warning Systems document. These resources provide an overview and summary of the components of an early warning system. Researchers and practitioners have identified early warning indicators of poor graduation rates for middle schoolers, which include factors related to attendance, behavior, and academics. The Framework for Early Warning Systems document and the associated presentations provide a general overview of the processes Pennsylvania school districts currently follow on these indicators. An individual district's specific procedures may vary from the information presented in this general overview. This presentation provides more information about the collection and use of attendance data as part of the ABCs of early warning systems. In Pennsylvania, all children between the ages of 6 and 18 or until graduation must attend school. The school district's attendance policy is provided to parents, and it is the parents, guardians, or foster parents' responsibility to ensure their child's attendance at school. School districts are responsible for monitoring attendance and working with families to ensure the students attend school. Legislation drives district attendance policies. Compulsory education is outlined in Pennsylvania Statute 24 and further described in Acts 138, 39, and 16. District attendance policies must comply with these statutes, child accountability and federal accountability policies, such as the Every Student Succeeds Act, and the requirements within special education legislation. For example, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Improvement Act, Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act, and the Americans with Disabilities Act. Several items are associated with attendance and school absences. Truancy refers to 3 or more school days of unexcused absences in the current school year, which are not necessarily consecutive absences. Habitual truancy refers to 6 or more school days of unexcused absences in the current school year, also not necessarily consecutive absences. Chronically absent refers to a student who misses more than 10% of the school days in the current school year, or approximately 18 days, including both excused and unexcused absences. Inactive refers to a student who is absent for 10 consecutive school days who may be disenrolled or dropped as an active student. Attendance is regularly tracked in schools. Teachers take attendance daily or by class period and enter this information into a school-wide software system. The teacher or attendance clerk may update attendance information throughout the day to reflect tardiness or early dismissals. School districts are responsible for purchasing and supporting their own software system to track attendance, behavior, and academics. These software systems vary in complexity and in data reporting features. Some examples of school-wide software systems used in the schools are PowerSchool, Skyward Student Management System, ProStaff Student Information System, and On-Hand Schools. In Pennsylvania, excused absences refer to absences due to physical conditions, mental conditions, or other urgent reasons. School districts may expand this definition for excused absences to include religious holidays, educational tours, or trips not sponsored by the school district. Failure to receive an excuse within 3 calendar days of an absence results in the absence being recorded as unexcused. Each school district develops a system of monitoring attendance data, where they assign personnel the responsibilities associated with recording, monitoring, and reporting on attendance data. Generally, reports are generated from the school-wide software and reviewed. This review may be conducted by the classroom teacher, attendance clerk, social worker, guidance counselor, assistant principal, and/or principal. A child with 3 or more unexcused absences is considered truant. The parent or guardian receives written notice via certified mail documenting the unexcused absences and addressing the consequences for additional unexcused absences. This letter is called a truancy notice letter. The student may then be referred to the Student Assistance Program. The SAP consists of a trained team that collects data, plans interventions, or makes recommendations, and provides support and follow-up. Children who continue to have unexcused absences from school are considered to be habitually truant, and the school holds a school attendance improvement conference to address the concerns. These conferences or meetings should include a variety of individuals, such as the building attendance officer, teachers, counselors, school nurses, attendance clerks, administrators, and other relevant school personnel, such as the special education teacher or supervisor, and relevant service providers, such as case managers or probation officers. The goal of this meeting is to develop a plan to improve attendance, including discussion of barriers that must be overcome or services needed. The plan is documented in a school attendance improvement plan. As part of the school attendance improvement plan, or as a follow-up to the school attendance improvement conference, a student may be referred to Children and Youth Services school-based or community-based attendance improvement program, or county truancy systems within the magisterial district court. Follow-up action may be determined based on an improvement or lack of improvement in attendance. There are additional attendance considerations for students with disabilities. When students with a disability are truant or habitually truant, an individualized education program, or IEP meeting, should be scheduled to discuss whether additional support services or specifically designed instruction is needed to promote school attendance. In this case, the attendance administrator should also attend the IEP meeting. Students with disabilities who are truant or chronically absent for health-related reasons still need to submit a valid excuse, and without said excuse could be considered truant or habitually truant. Conversely, the standard inactive or disenrollment procedures do not apply when a student with an IEP has been absent for 10 consecutive days. Rather, schools comply with procedures required by IDEA and Pennsylvania codes. This may include conducting a social emotional assessment, a functional behavior assessment, and/or developing or revising a behavior intervention plan. To summarize, researchers and practitioners have identified early warning indicators of poor graduation rates for middle schoolers, which include factors related to attendance, behavior, and academics. As a result, such data are often systematically collected, reported, and analyzed by districts in order to identify at-risk students and implement interventions that will result in improved student outcomes. This presentation addressed some terminology related to school attendance and described some processes that may be put into place to track and improve student attendance.